So picture this. I wake up coughing on sand, the taste of salt still sharp on my tongue, the waves crashing behind me like drums. My head is spinning, my clothes are damp, and for a moment I don't even remember who I am or how I got here. All I know is this place is wrong. It's too quiet, too heavy. The air clings to my skin like a warning. I push myself to my feet and that's when I see it. A ribbon, bright red, tied perfectly around a palm tree, almost glowing in the moonlight. My heart skips. There's something dangling from it. A note. I peel it off with shaking hands and read the words carved in messy ink. Run, darling. Tonight, love is war. And instantly, I know. It's them. My girlfriends. All three of them. Now I know what you're thinking. 3 girlfriends. How does that even happen? Trust me, I ask myself the same question every day. One said she liked my smile. Another said I listened well. The third just never stopped showing up. And instead of breaking apart, here I am, trapped in geometry class where I'm the common denominator. And apparently on this island, I'm not the boyfriend anymore. I'm the prey. Most guys get a text that says good morning. Or maybe where are you? Me. I get survival instructions written on ribbons tied to palm trees. First, I laugh nervously. Maybe this is a prank. Maybe they're hiding in the bushes with a phone recording me, ready to yell surprise. But then I hear it. The sound. Laughter. Not soft dinner table laughter. Not the sweet kind you lean closer to hear. This one echoes through the jungle. Sweet and sharp at the same time. Like it's bouncing from tree to tree. Like the island itself is laughing with them. My chest tightens. My eyes dart left, right. The shadows move, but there's no one there. Just me and the feeling I'm already being hunted. I take one step back, then another. The sand crunches too loud beneath my feet, like the whole island is listening. I can almost feel eyes on me, watching. I crumple the note in my fist, swallow hard, and whisper to myself, okay, if this is how it's gonna be, fine, let's play. But deep down I already know the truth. I'm not the one playing. I'm the one being played. And the night hasn't even started yet. I push deeper into the jungle. The moon hangs above me like an eye, watching, judging, almost daring me to run faster. My breath is sharp, my legs burning. But the silence is broken by a sound that doesn't belong. Pop! Something splashes across my back, cold and sticky, dripping down my shirt. I freeze. Smells sweet. Too sweet. I turn, and lying on the ground is a shredded balloon. Glitter clings to the leaves around me, shining like tiny stars. They're not just hunting me. They're having fun doing it. Another pop. This time near my head. A second water balloon explodes against the bark of a tree, showering me in sparkling mist. And then the laughter again. Run faster, darling. Her voice is sugar and poison all at once. My pulse spikes. I bolt forward, my stomach knots. This isn't the glitter and water balloon phase anymore. This is different. The air itself feels sharp, like the island just changed teams and now it's rooting for them. I back away slowly. One step. Another. They don't follow. Not yet. Then, without warning, they vanish. The trees swallow them whole. I freeze. My brain screams run, but my legs hesitate. Because which way? Left is thick jungle. Right is more shadows. And behind me, laughter again. Closer now. I spin around, heart hammering. Nothing. Just vines swaying like they're laughing at me too. I take off running, crashing through bushes, not caring about noise anymore. If they want me, they'll hear me. Let them. Suddenly, something whistles past my ear. I duck on instinct, stumbling. A dart buries itself into the tree trunk ahead of me, quivering. I stare at it, panting. They're not just chasing anymore. They're aiming. Oh, come on. I shout into the dark, voice cracking. What happened to roses and balloons? Was that just the warm-up act? Silence answers. Silence and the sound of leaves shifting as if something or someone is moving fast. I bolt again, legs screaming, lungs on fire. And in that moment it hits me. This isn't a game anymore. It's a hunt. And I'm already losing. The island feels alive now. Every tree, every vine, Every patch of ground hums with a secret rhythm, like the jungle itself is in on their plan. My chest rises and falls in shallow bursts, but I force myself to keep moving. Standing still feels like handing them the win. Somewhere to my left, the sound of bells. Soft, delicate like a wind chime. I freeze, listening. Another sound follows. The faint crunch of footsteps. Light, careful, closer. I whisper to myself. Okay, don't panic. You've seen enough movies. You know how this works. Except in the movies, the guy usually has a flashlight. Or a sword. Or, I don't know, at least some shoes that don't squeak like a squeaky toy every step. I swallow down the panic and push forward. My foot hits something small. I look down. Perfume bottle. The glass glows faintly in the moonlight, and the air smells sweet, almost intoxicating. I bend to pick it up, and that's when I hear it. The giggle. It's closer now, curling through the trees like smoke. I spin, eyes darting. Nothing. Then I glance up. For the briefest second, I see her, perched on a branch like a queen on her throne. One hand braced against the trunk, her eyes glinting in silver light. And then she's gone, swallowed by the canopy. My pulse hammers. They're everywhere. Above me, around me. I can't see them, but I know they can see me. I stumble forward, forcing a laugh that sounds a little too close to crying. All right, you win. I get it. Very spooky. 10 out of 10 on the horror movie act. Now how about we call it a night? Huh. Silence. Then a whisper from behind me. We're just getting started. I whip around so fast I nearly trip. But there's nothing there. Just vines swaying, mocking me. My breath comes fast, ragged. I try to move quietly now, placing each step carefully, but the jungle betrays me. Every twig, every leaf crunches louder than a scream. Suddenly, chimes ring again, but this time not to the left, to the right. Then another set from behind. My head snaps back and forth like a cornered animal. They're surrounding me. I break into a run, tearing through branches, ignoring the scratches across my arms. The jungle opens into another clearing, and for a second relief fills me. Open space, a chance to breathe. But in the center of the clearing stands a wooden post, and hanging from it, a clock. His hands tick loudly, echoing in the night, and beneath it, carved into the wood, for words that make my blood run cold. The game begins now. My laugh bursts out harsh and nervous. Oh great, because what I really needed tonight was a countdown. I glance back at the jungle, my heart pounding. Somewhere in those shadows, they're waiting, watching, and the clock ticks louder. Feels like it's echoing inside my skull. I stare at its glowing hands, my mouth dry. I don't know how long it's been ticking, but I know one thing. When it stops, something will happen. I bolt. The clearing vanishes behind me as I plunge back into the jungle. Branches slap against my arms. Roots snag at my ankles, but I don't care. All I hear is the ticking, chasing me like a ghost. The ground slopes downward, and I nearly tumble into a ravine. I catch myself against a tree, heart pounding, then glance up. Something glitters. Not moonlight this time. I stumble back, blinking, but when I look again, they're gone. I laugh nervously. Okay, jungle eyes. Totally normal. Happens all the time. But then I hear it. A slow clap. Not playful like my girlfriend's. Not teasing. This sound is deliberate. Cold. A figure steps out from behind a tree. Tall. Lean. Dressed in dark clothes that somehow don't rustle a single leaf. His face is shadowed, but the grin is unmistakable. Looks like you're popular tonight, he says softly. His voice is smooth, calm, but something in it twists my stomach. I open my mouth, but nothing comes out. My girlfriends? They play. They laugh. They chase. This man? He studies, watches, waits. And for the first time, I realize I'm not just the hunted. I'm the prize. The man tilts his head, as if amused by my silence. Then he steps closer, slow, deliberate. The jungle almost bends away from him, like it doesn't want to touch him. Don't worry, he says. I'm not here to ruin their game. I just like observing. The word slithers around my brain. My skin prickles. I swallow hard, trying to sound braver than I feel. Well, you're creepy, congratulations. Maybe try Netflix instead of stalking people in the woods. He chuckles low, the sound scraping against the night air. You'll be surprised how entertaining this is. Before I can respond, the bells ring again. My girlfriend's close. I glance back toward the sound, then to the man. But he's gone. Vanished into the shadows like he was never there. My breath comes ragged. My legs shake. And then, through the trees, I see a ribbon tied to a branch. Red, glowing faintly in the moonlight. Another clue. Another step deeper into their game. The ticking clock still echoes in my head. And now, somewhere in the dark, a new player watches. For the first time, the humor I've been clinging to feels thin. Fragile. My smile is shaky as I whisper, "Great, just what I needed. A bonus creep." I force myself forward, but the jungle no longer feels like trees and vines. Feels like a maze. One built not just by my girlfriends, but by someone else who enjoys the game in a way I can't understand. And the clock ticks louder. The jungle hums like it's alive. Every rustle, every shift of wind feels timed with the clock that ticks louder in my head. I run, then stop, then run again, each pause filled with the thought that maybe, just maybe, I've shaken them off. But then a ribbon flutters from a branch ahead. Red, perfectly tied, perfectly waiting. I laugh under my breath. Of course, who doesn't decorate a jungle like it's prom night? I reach for it but freeze. Something shifts behind me. A breath that doesn't belong to me. Slowly I turn. He's there. The shadow man. Standing perfectly still. He doesn't chase. Doesn't hide. He just watches. His posture calm. Hands loose at his sides. But it feels heavier than any net. Any trap. "You're quick," he says softly. His voice is steady, even polite. But not quicker than time. I swallow hard. My laugh cracked and thin. "Wow. That's deep. Do you hand out fortune cookies too? Or just nightmare vibes?" For a second, I think he'll laugh. He doesn't. He just tilts his head, like he's cataloging me, studying every move. Behind him, a faint giggle curls through the trees. My girlfriends are close. The man's grin widens, slow and deliberate. "They chase you for play. I watch you for truth." The words send a chill racing down my spine. Truth? What truth? But before I can ask, the bells ring again. Closer, louder, surrounding me,